Listen, what you're about to see right here should be disturbing for people. It is disturbing for people.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Like, there should literally be a rated M for mature tag over the telecast of whatever game was broadcasting at this time. Okay, these two games here. We called it the Buffalo Blueprint in the past. The Cowboys got bullied. Okay, this is like Linval Joseph to the Cowboys is not a move that you necessarily hang in the Louvre. Okay, but you can tell your friends when they make fun of you for being excited about this that you've watched enough, you've seen enough, you've studied enough, you've dug in below the surface just enough to appreciate that Linval Joseph is the bare minimum to line up on Sundays in the end of the season, particularly in the postseason, Green Bay, and not get bullied off the line of scrimmage. Some people forgot why Jordan Phillips, Marshawn Kneeland, Linval Joseph are so important for this team. Okay, I'll say it till I'm blue in the face. Y'all that are new here, hit that subscribe button. We just reached a new milestone. Got the channel 99% monetized right now. So very humbled by that. Very proud of the work that's gone into it. But we've talked about this, the MO of the offseason for me. When Cowboys fans abroad mailing it in, right? The apathy. That's the big A word over and over again, right? The apathy in the fan base. Lando, how can this team be better? Here's the thing. You tell your friends and tell yourself this. It's not difficult to be better running the football than the Cowboys were a year ago. Or in this case, it's not difficult to be better stopping the run. Damn! Yes, Linval Joseph is 35 years old. Yes, he's a journeyman now at this stage of his career. But what does that tell you? If Linval Joseph is 35 years old, but Will McClay, who we love to give credit for as far as the team building is concerned with this team, he feels that 35-year-old Linval Joseph, the guy that your friends are making fun of for you being excited about, that guy's enough to help this team. What does that tell you about how bad they were last year in that department? Getting bullied off the field against playoff caliber opponents numerous times. I'm about to show you. You're going to see it. Once again.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Not to belabor this point, I'm going to get to it in just a second. Y'all know I'm long-winded, so please bear with me. Linval Joseph, Jordan Phillips, Marshawn Kneeland, those guys bring a level of toughness, a level of physicality, a level of nasty that this team lacked a year ago. All right. How can this Cowboys team be better? It's better to the point to where you're not the most one-dimensional football team that I can ever recall seeing in the postseason, in the playoffs, on both sides of the football, where your entire success is dependent upon one player getting you the lead so that your one-dimensional defense doesn't have to try to stop the run to earn the right to go rush the passer. Dak Prescott has a slow start. 7-10 points get put on the board before the Cowboys were able to put it in the end zone. Guess what? Uphill climb. All of a sudden, that too high shell that they sag back in, 7-8 guys in coverage sometimes. Dak's trying to thread the needle. Okay. Good luck. They know you got to throw it to come back to get yourself back in the football game, play from behind, and then on offense, we don't have to throw the football. Ask Josh Allen. 7 completions. They ran the ball 50 times for 270 yards right down your throat. You couldn't do anything about it. Okay. Let's get to these clips here. And without further ado, I guess I should just go ahead and salute to the front office.
Yeah!
Once again, for at least trying to prove to the fan base, okay, that they at least want to win a little bit more than most people at this current juncture are willing to give them credit for. Let's take a look. Fader so y'all can hear me a little bit better. Okay. Try not to shout, trying to get in and out here quick because I know time is of the essence. And I respect your time and I thank you for giving me that today. I know it's a little bit late. I apologize for that. I do what I can. I got 2 baby girls that I have to give my full undivided attention to. And so when they sleep, that's when I get to work. So here we are. Go ahead and pull up. So I did the work for y'all, so other people don't have to. It's another thing that took me a little bit longer. Okay, I'm gonna blow this up. Let's cut this music off here. And I'm actually gonna go ahead and turn on the music here so you guys get the full effect of what I'm trying to say, okay? And let me go ahead and preface once more, before y'all go accusing me of being a bully myself. This is not in any way, shape, or form meant to throw shade on any particular player, okay? Especially not Mazi Smith. Look, this is a dude who, say what you want about it, fair or unfair, was playing at about 290 pounds by this point in the season, okay? So this is not the same Mazi that you're going to get this year. I'm very confident about that, too. That's another topic for another day. Point being, okay, this is just an attempt to show you how much room for growth there is on this team. 12 wins from a year ago, and you were this physically weak at the point of attack because of personnel, because of schematic style. Dan Quinn wants everybody to penetrate. I'm going to show you that here, too. And because of some unfortunate injuries. Here we go. Without further ado, let me roll this tape for y'all. See, the Packers are literally using the Cowboys' penetration against them, taking them wherever they're attempting to go first, just sealing it off. Jones scheme, Aaron Jones, you found the biggest hole. Look, Mazi gets pretty much tackled there, but once again, it's against the right side there. It looks like that. I think that's Jonathan Higgins. If it's not, it's Neville Gallimore. Just getting washed, completely washed out of it. That's Neville Gallimore. Also on the left side, closest to the bottom of the screen, Hankins on the right. That's how Hankins essentially getting tackled. Getting flipped around, also getting washed. Aaron Jones was in his vision. This is the disturbing. So watch, if you please. Yes, once again, that's Mazi Smith, 290 pounds. He's going to be playing a lot closer to 312 this year. Wait, did he was drafted that? Here goes Sam Williams. Something y'all look. Completely eliminated. That's Dawson Knox. That's a tight end taking you for a ride. You think Marshawn Nealon's letting that happen? And then tell me this is a team that wants it, man. Just whistle isn't blown yet, and you got 11 guys standing straight up, just ready for the whistle to blow. So let's get on with it. Let's take our L. Let's get up out of here. That's what Linval Joseph solves for you. Okay, a professional, one technique, defensive tackle that can hold ground, not get washed out of the play, and that will play gap assignment football to allow the much improved Cowboys linebacker room from a year ago to hunt, to roam, to pursue, to tackle. Micah Parsons included. Okay, the run defense is going to be better. And it's not that Linval Joseph is some world-beating, playmaking game wrecker. Okay, he's not. He is simply a guy that takes unnecessary pressure off of Mazi Smith, who's still developing, still climbing, still trending in the right direction. Okay. But he, at the very least, the bare minimum, once again, gets you to the point to where teams won't just have their way with you. Heavy personnel, MVP candidate, quarterback, Josh Allen, we don't need you today, sir. We got it from here. The big uglies up front. We're gonna take these little kids, seemingly, we're gonna move them out of the way. And James Cook, a guy who is not really feared amongst many, if any, across the National Football League, is all of a sudden a 200-yard rushing talent. Come on now. Mr. Bully speaking. Let me show you a little bit, just a taste. Okay, once again, I'm not sitting here singing the praises of Linval Joseph, but I know he's not getting thrown around like like we just saw and like what I'm about to show you. Take a look at this. This is in the playoff game. This is last year against the Steelers. Just look at that. Square, fires off, anchors, and bench pressing grown men out of his way. And look, I don't care. I don't know who that center is. I don't care how talented he is. I don't care what his reputation in the National Football League is. This is playoff football in the National Football League. And that's a grown man right there. Forklifted.
Damn!
So, and I want to give credit, make sure I give credit where it's due here. This clip here is from Theo Ash. It was actually tweeted the day of this matchup. I'm pretty sure. Theo Ash, January 18th, 2024. Yeah. So there you go. I mean, that's what a little taste of what you're getting. And, you know, the timing, I guess it's also important to mention. You guys have heard me say this many, many times. Okay. If you follow any of my live streams, players of veteran players of guys with the tenure in the league that Linval Joseph has. Okay. 10 plus years, even 8+ years, second, third, fourth, fifth contract guys. Those dudes want no part of training camp, right? They got nothing left to prove. Just like Zeke, which is another topic that we're going to see. Be on the lookout for my next project. Run, Rico, run. Okay, we're going to have some pretty viewer discretionary stuff there as well. So we're going to have a heart-to-heart about that situation. Okay, I'm going to be honest about how I feel about it. So be ready for it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to continue supporting the channel. But it's just, you know, guys who understand their role. It's not to penetrate, to get up the field, and just to have your momentum used against you, the way that this Cowboys team did so often last year. The reason why they weren't able to play from behind. They're a one-dimensional football team. And you know, Jordan Phillips, he said it himself. This is a couple days ago. Look at it. I mean, this is a guy, 6'6", 340, more of a penetrating type, okay? Plays all across the formation, much less of a just put me in A gap or on nose, like at the nose, like you see Linval Joseph in that last clip. It's much more, hey, I'm a little bit of everything. I can do whatever you want me to do. Right? He's going to spell Oso Digizua now. He can line up at one tech or nose if you want. In a 3-4, you know, when it's on pass rush downs. Jordan Phillips can spell Mazi. He can spell Linval as the anchor of the interior on passing downs. And then you've got anybody else outside of him just hunting. It's just, to me, you're a much more physical football team. Now, like, anyway, so you see it right here from David Moore. I don't care about stats for me as long as my linebacker is making all pro, he's a Pro Bowler. I did my job, or I'm sorry, is making all pro or he's a pro bowler. I did my job for the year.
Yeah!
It's a guy who gets it, man. It doesn't have to be difficult, okay? We've been preaching this, banging this drum forever. Y'all have heard me say it. Occupy blocks. A true run-stopping, one-tech body type that can occupy blocks. And now the Cowboys officially have two of them. Listen, well, they've added two of them to the equation. Last year, they had one guy, at the end of the season, on their defensive front playing at 320-plus pounds. That was Jonathan Hankins, Big Hank. This year, they got three. So once again, I'm not sitting here telling you that Linval Joseph is a game-wrecking playmaker at this point in his career. He's not. He's 35 years old. But what does that tell you about the state of this run defense? The connection to Mike Zimmer should have already been obvious as well, guys. You should understand by this point. If you're not, I understand people have lives to live. People aren't as invested into this stuff like throughout the offseason the way that a lot of us content creators are on this platform or otherwise. So I get it. But that's why we're here. We're here to catch you up on things that you should understand. It's not one person's fault. The guy that mainstream media wants you to point the finger at ain't the culprit here. 3.2 yards per carry each of the last three playoff losses. Would have been 28th in the league if allocated over a span of a 17-game season in 2023. That was the Cowboys' run game average per carry each of the last three losses. They couldn't run the football. But guess what was even worse? Their ability to stop the other team from running it on them. If they didn't play from a lead. That's how you help your quarterback out. That's why this matters. Okay? Hope I've made myself clear on that. Let me make sure I'm not forgetting anything else that I wanted to say. And while I do that, you guys just enjoy this little tune right here. Check, check, check. Got all that. I don't think there's anything more that needs to be said here. I really don't. Unless I'm crazy. Let me go through my tweets one more time, make sure I'm not forgetting anything. I think that's it. Simple enough, right? Get myself back on the screen here. You see the QR code at the top right of the screen? That's PayPal. If you want to continue to support the channel, help the, we're going to call this one, what are we going to call this one? Let's get creative with it. I'll let you know in the description. But this is to trying to get a new camera so I can make my visual product even better than it is, right? This is an internal camera that I'm using right now on the M1 MacBook Pro, but it's not good enough, man. I want to make sure that you guys are getting the best possible product that I can give to you. So feel free to if you feel called, if you feel led, it would be much appreciated. And it all goes to a good cause. Just know that it's supporting me. This is how I help feed my family, take care of my two baby girls, and once again, bring sports below the surface to the fans who deserve to hear it the most, okay? Getting away from all that mainstream media stuff that's popular now on television everywhere. The fake take television, as I call it. If you want the truth, go to people like Skywalker Steele, Voch Lombardi, Bryan Broaddus, Jeff Cavanaugh, Law Nation, CFO, CFT, Cowboys Fan Talk. J Tuck is obviously CFO. We are doing the best that we can, working together collectively. Foot's the King is another one. Cowboys Beat is another one. if you understand where we're coming from and what I just said, if you can grasp the gravity of that, then please support each and every one of those guys that I just named. If you got to rewind this, please do. I'll have all of their ats in the comments as well, so you know exactly where to find them, or in the description. Okay, but once again, that's my QR code right there for PayPal. Feel free, if you feel called, it would be greatly appreciated. And the support, man, you guys continue to go above and beyond, and I'm very grateful for it. I'm very appreciative. I'll also have my Venmo and my Cash App in the description as well. Once again, if that's what if you have that financial freedom to do so, it's just an option to continue to support me, to support the Lando Show, to support the cause, right? The collective creators working together to bring you guys the truth, the sports below the surface truth that you deserve to hear. All right, and with that, I'll be remiss not to mention what I feel called to mention myself, what I feel led to do. It's kind of been weighing heavy on my heart lately. I really can't explain it, but I know who it is and where it's coming from, okay? The good Lord's just put it on my heart to let everybody know, whoever's out there watching this, whatever fears, failures, transgressions, things that you've been through in your life that you're internalizing, it's never too much for grace. There's nothing too big for God to handle. He can take it all. You just got to let go, let him, as I say, okay? Your fears, your fear, I can't even speak because that's how shaken up I get sometimes when talking about this stuff, because it's changed me, right? Prayer changes things. Your fears, your failures, your transgressions are never too much. Okay, let go, let God. And he'll take care of everything for you. Watch him work. That's it.